Oh, thank you, God.
But you did it yourself.
All right, here we go.
What, you don't want to get a massage anymore? What's going on?
What did you do that for?
Oh, come on. You know I didn't mean anything by it.
Oh, really? I felt that. I know your touch. That really hurt. You mad at
Come
me?
on. No, I'm not mad at you.
Then why? Why'd you do that so hard?
Come on, you know why.
What? What? Because I was listening to some fun guy on the radio?
No, not because you were listening to some fun guy on the radio. It was what you were doing with that information. I've seen you, flirt around, do all that stuff. I just didn't like it. You were kind of playing with the courtroom, not in a way that I liked.
How dare you? How can you say that about me? You don't take me seriously. Oh, I don't know about you. I thought I knew you, but you don't seem to have any respect for me.
Respect for me, I have the utmost respect for you. That's why I saw what you were doing over there. I was just ashamed, Amanda. I really was. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, really? You don't think it's because you're jealous? I'm doing so well in the courtroom and you're not?
Jealous? You really think that I'm jealous? What?
Yes.
That's. No, I'm not jealous. No. Okay. Maybe I'm a little jealous. Maybe I'm a little sore about it. But come on. You knew what you were doing. You saw what you were doing.
I just don't buy that. I think you just don't have any respect for me and my abilities. And you just want to keep me at home and be a little wifey because you have these outdated notions about what it's like to be a man and that women don't belong in the courtroom.
When have I ever said that? You're inferring a lot just from a little bit of whatever you're feeling right
It's
now.
easy to do from that slap you just gave me. I know the difference. I know the difference. I can tell between a slap and a slug. That was a slug, mister.
Oh, come on. You are overreacting a little bit too much, I think.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
Oh, really? Oh, here we go. Here we go again. The tears, the perfect elixir to solve any problem that may have. Here's your solution. Here's the solution. It doesn't matter. I don't care about the crying. It's not going to help you here. It's not going to help you out there either way. It's not going to help you in the courtroom. So stop. I'm not.
Please.
Stop. No, I'm not. I got nothing for this.
Oh,
I got nothing for this.
good. Oh my God, that was so good, you guys. I loved it. You got to put some oil on that chair, Stephen.
You can hear all that creaking?
Oh my God, every time you lean back. Yeah. Now
Sorry, it's Facebook Marketplace. You get what you get.
okay. So now let's do the scene.
Okay.
Obviously, this is Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn. And the scene is a very famous scene. And I think both of you did a great friggin' job. Toni, we're not starting at the top. Do you want us to tell you where we're starting from? Sure. Okay, sort of the bottom of page 2. It's after he slaps her as he's giving her a massage. Okay. Take your time, and Nancy, show it. Show it like, ah. I will. All right.
What's the matter? You don't want to rub down? What? Are you a little sore about a slap?
No.
Well, what then?
You meant that, didn't you? You really meant that.
I know.
Yes, you did. I can tell. I know your touch. I can tell the difference between a slap and a slug.
Well, okay.
Well, I'm not so sure it is.
I'm not so sure I care to expose myself to typical instinctive male brutality.
Oh, come on.
And it felt like not only did you mean it, but felt like you had a right to it. I can tell.
What do you got back there? A radar equipment?
Oh, huh. You're really sore at me, aren't you?
Don't be ridiculous. Ridiculous.
There, that proves it.
All right. All right. I am sore. I am sore. What about it?
Why are you?
You know why.
You mean Kip? Just because he's having a little fun?
Not because you're having a little fun. You're having the wrong kind of fun. Down in the courtroom, you're shaking the law by the tail, and I don't like it. I'm ashamed of you, Amanda.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, that's so. We had our little difference. I always tried to see your point of view, but this time you got me stumped, baby.
Oh, you haven't tried to see my point of view. You haven't even had any respect for my.
There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. Here it goes again. The old juice, guaranteed heart melter. A few female tears, stronger than any acid. But this time it won't work. You can cry from now all the way until the jury come in, and it won't help you. You will not win this Sunny case.
Oh, oh, please try to understand.
Nothing doing. Don't you want your rub down? Do you want a drink? Do you want any? What, honey?
Let's all be manly. That's the end.
See,
That was really good, you guys. Nancy, you're perfect in that role. You're very funny.
Oh, good.
Very funny. So what I need from you when I put you guys in the room, Nancy, I need to see from both of you guys. Stephen, I want to see the attitude when you slap her.
okay.
I want to maybe even see your smugness. That, oh, with your arms crossed, you're smug, but you're
Okay.
pretending, oh, what's wrong? Because you're pissed. Nancy, I want to see it on your face. You showed it a little bit, but I mean, this was a hard slap. I want to see your eyes open. I want to see what? And hold it.
Okay.
Both of you hold it. That's a very amazing moment. Nobody say a word then. It's just a slap, the look of indignation and surprise on your face, and Stephen trying to be innocent. Okay. trying to shift it a little bit. Um, I want you to be more surprised when you say you're at sore. Are you sore?
Oh, you're really sore at me, aren't you? I was trying to do a
Yeah.
beat and like change it and say, you're really sore at me, aren't you?
I know I love the beat, but and do make that change. Make it a much more powerful one.
Okay.
Coming out of that shock and anger. He really is. You thought you did great. They applauded you today in court. Dear God. All right, Stephen, you have to be much more baseball and agitated. I mean, you have to be a stiffer. You're like a friggin' Republican right now. Excuse me, I don't mean to in any way insult anybody's political, but I mean, you're kind of like in an old-fashioned film, Jimmy Stewart. You're staunch. What she did was wrong. She took the law and she played with it. And I want to see you much more agitated but dignified and prove your point.
Okay.
She was a bad girl, bad kitty. bad kitty. Yeah,
You hear
bad
that?
kitty. Do you know what I mean? I
Uh-huh.
mean, because you are, and so for you, Stephen, you've got to let that anger build. At first,
Okay.
you're denying it. No, everything's fine. If you want to make an ass out of yourself, go ahead. But then you really get into it. You know, you chew her out.
Okay.
All right. Everybody come back. Do we have anybody else want to say anything? Because you did a great job.
I really liked it.
Oh, yeah.
It was like watching an old movie. It really was. I had a big grin on my face the whole time for both of you.
Oh, thank you, Barb.
Yeah.
Thanks, Barbara.
Entertaining.
The first time that we picked that section of the script so that, because we felt it was both more emotional, you know, there was more action in the first page and a half. So I've never had a cry before, so this is a real stretch for me. So I thought that would be good for me. And then we use the punch. She actually kicks him, but that doesn't come across in a Zoom session.
No, it doesn't.
So-
It doesn't. But this was probably one of the most famous scenes, if not the most famous scene out of that movie with Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn.
Nancy, I think you were super funny during the little improv.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, Nancy's finding her funny bone.
I've always had that.
Yeah, she always plays a funny character.
I'm seeing it now. Because she always does it, doesn't mean I've seen it.
That's true.
That's
Well, you've
really-
seen it on the
Seen me on
Follies.
Yeah, the crazy characters.
Who cares about the Follies? I'm not bringing in the Follies into this. I'm not bringing the Follies into this. This is
Yeah. Hmm.
the class, a totally different class. All of you at the Follies do crazy things.
That's true.
Good work. Okay, so Barbara and Kenny, you're up next.
And Jennifer.
Good job, Nancy.
Me
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Jennifer.
Stephen, New Jersey boy.
So I'm assuming we're improvising first.
Yeah.
yes?
You also muted Kenneth. There you go. Are
Yes.
we're improving?
You're improving, use your fluffy pillow. Although your character is not necessarily fluffy. So maybe try to use that in this particular scene. She could be.
Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, no, you're just fine. Your dad was just telling me about his day. Why don't you tell your daughter about your day, sweetheart?
Jenny, today I decided to quit my job, and I told my boss to fuck himself. And I got money from him. That's about it.
So don't do the whole scene. Improvise more. Jennifer, I want to hear more out of you.
I'm sorry.
I want you guys to improvise this. You don't have to use the words.
Okay.
So let me see how you feel about all this, all of you. Use your own words.
So, sweetheart, why don't you tell your daughter all about your day today, huh?
Doesn't need to be part of this. Can't she just enjoy her meal or something? Honey, have some dinner.
You're just acting like nothing's wrong, like everything's the same. I can't believe it. I just cannot believe that you're so cavalier about this.
Can I just enjoy my dinner without talking about too much? And maybe our daughters can tell us about her date as well. Right? Jamie, anything to say about your date?
My day was fine, normal. You never ask about my day.
Today's a lucky day. I guess I'm interested today. Why don't you tell us about your date? Any boyfriend issue?
Come
No,
on, come on. She knows what goes on in this house, don't you, Jamie? You know what goes on in this house, but I want you to tell her how crazy things really are so she can begin to know the truth about her father.
What's the truth? What's the truth about me you want to tell me about it? I'm listening.
Well, you quit your job and you don't care what happens to Janie or me. You don't care that now the sole responsibility on paying the mortgage and taking care of this entire house is all on me.
quit your job? Why did you do that?
Well, I'm sick and tired of sitting there being treated like nobody there for 12 years. Okay? I had it. I'm totally burned. So I decided, fuck it. I'm not going to do it anymore. So
Don't use that kind of language in front of our daughter. Don't.
she's almost an adult.
You can't just quit your job. I mean, what about us? What are we supposed to do?
Yeah, what are we supposed to do?
I had a job. I had other plans. Okay? I have money. Okay? You,
Oh, you do. You have money?
you
let's
should
see it.
appreciate me more. Okay? Really.
I can't believe you're just laying this on. You didn't consult me. You didn't talk to me about it, and you just decide it's quite all right just to come home and have dinner and pretend like everything's okay.
Everything's okay.
No, it's
It
not.
is okay.
How are we
okay.
going to pay the mortgage?
Well, I got 1 year salary for the severance. Okay? I blackmailed the motherfucker.
What?
Yeah. It makes a move around. Well, I told him if he doesn't give me the 1 year salary of severance, I'm going to report him for sexual harassment.
You're crazy. You are absolutely out of your mind.
Well, that's how it works in the real world, honey. Wake up.
Good.
How was it there? at
Good,
school?
good, 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 good. You know, Jennifer, you have a part that's pretty silent in most of this, but it's very important for you to react.
Mhm.
I purposely wanted you to do this one because uh, you're the pretty girl, so you're the girl that's always going to be, you know, the sweet girl that's reacting thing. And how does this affect you?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I think in this family, things have been like this for a while. I don't think it's surprising, but I think the fact that he quit his job and then blackmailed his boss and just seems to be completely forgetting about us when, it's pretty obvious, I guess, that he's been providing for us for like probably my whole life. I'd imagine that'd be pretty hard.
Yeah, but I think it's also kind of, yeah, I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do, but some suggestions might be, I I think there might be stifling a laugh because it is funny to a teenage girl what he did
Mhm.
to his boss. But on the other hand, it's going to be your choice because you probably don't even care. You know, you probably tuned out to this family a long time ago.
Yeah, I
And
think, yeah, for sure.
and also he hasn't been the main provider. His wife has also been in real estate selling houses. And it's she's in a real bad time of real estate right now. I mean, if I recall, the whole movie opens up on her, going to a house, and taking off all of her dress and everything just to wash down the windows so that the house looks nicer to be seen. And, she keeps care of the garden. She, keeps care of the furniture. And it's a very interesting dynamic trio here because I I think it's a real true look at a family falling apart. I mean, a real genuine, and each character you can empathize with. At least I do. Except for your character, Jennifer. You turn out, I don't know, I got the original screenplay of this. And the original screenplay, but did you all three see American Beauty?
No.
I did, but it's been a long time.
Kenneth, did you see it?
No.
Oh my God, you'd love it. You guys, you really need to see it. But it originally started out with Jennifer talking to the strange guy next door and asking him to kill her father.
Oh.
And the audiences so hated it that they had to change it around. That
Huh.
it
I
just,
didn't remember that.
well, no, it doesn't. You wouldn't, Barbara.
Yeah, because you said it was in the original.
It's in the original screenplay. So, Jennifer, your role gets stranger and stranger and stranger.
Yeah,
And
sounds like it. I mean,
none of these people are typical all American people, and yet they totally are so typical. You're it's just strange. It's all strange. Your girlfriend wants to stump your father. She's the beauty queen of the school. I mean, you're one of the cheerleaders. You're the popular girl. You're the hip girl. So I'm gonna have you guys do the scene now.
okay.
All right.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, no, that's quite all right. Your father was just telling me about his day at work. Why don't you tell our daughter about it, honey?
Jenny, today I quit my job, and then I told my boss to fuck himself, and then I blackmailed him for almost $60,000. A passive asparagus.
Your father seems to think that this kind of behavior is something to be proud of.
And your mother seems to prefer I go through life like a fucking prisoner while she keeps my dick in a mason jar under the sink.
How dare you speak to me that way in front of her? And I marvel that you can be as contemptuous of me in the same day when you lose your job.
Lose it? I didn't lose it. It's not like, ooh, where did my job go? I quit. Someone pass me the asparagus, please.
Oh, and I want to thank you for putting me in the added pressure of being the sole breadwinner here.
I already had a job.
Oh, no. Don't give a second thought to who's going to pay the mortgage. I mean, we'll just leave it all up to Caroline. You mean you're going to take care of everything now, Caroline? Yeah, I don't mind. I really don't. You mean everything? You don't mind having the sole responsibility. Your husband feels he can just quit his job and just
Someone pass me the fucking asparagus.
Okay. I'm not going to be a part of this anymore.
Sit down. I'm sick and tired of being treated like don't exist. You to do whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do it. And I don't complain. All I want is the same courtesy.
Oh, you don't complain. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I'm the psychotic thing. You don't complain that I must be psychotic. I mean, I should be in a padded cell somewhere, hallucinating. That's the only thing I can think of right now.
Don't interrupt me, honey. Oh, and another thing. From now on, we're gonna alternate the music. Because frankly, and I don't think I'm alone here. I'm really tired of this Lawrence Welch shit.
That was so good. You know, Jennifer, I have to applaud you. You know, you didn't really talk at all, and I hope you're not disappointed.
No, I'm
But
fine.
I hope you're not disappointed because seriously, you did some great work. You really, really listened. You were really watching Barbara. You're watching Kenny. Your shoulders were slowly getting higher and higher. You got more and more uptight. I loved when you said, all right, I've got enough of this. I've got to leave. But isn't there a point in there where you say, Jane, how was your day?
Mm-mm.
That was improv.
No, but in the scene there is.
No, not what we got.
Really? Because he says, Jane, tell us about what you did. That's interesting. I thought there was a whole thing there where she goes, no, nothing, just regular day. Okay, but whatever you did, Jennifer, it was really lovely. It was really, you know, you all have to remember, where's the camera? The camera really at this point is her, watching her watch you back and forth. She's watching the dynamics. And so Jennifer, your shoulders rising, you got stiffer and stiffer. You got afraid when he threw the stuff. And then at the very end, it just showed that the two women checked out. You checked out, Jennifer. It's like you weren't there. You got as quiet as you could. Barb, okay, you need where after you say, and I liked what you did. You had a thing of a wine glass or whatever it was in front of you.
Water glass, just water.
I really think it should be a wine glass when you say, so tell your daughter about what you did today with that really sweet smell, and then completely drown the glass of wine. I mean, just down it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It shows us she's at her wit's end. Right
Mhm.
then and there, you've shown us as an actress that you can't deal with it anymore. I like the smile. I liked that Kenny. I want you to show off a little more. I really enjoyed what you did, but I want you to even show off a little bit more. I mean, you pulled off the coup of your life. I mean, they were actually just going to fire you.
Mhm.
And you don't understand why your wife doesn't get the fact that you pulled off a coup.
Yeah.
You know, after what, 15 years of you working there for them, they were just going to fire you with no package, nothing. And
Mhm.
you were smart enough to threaten the guy that you know, if that he was touching you or something. And you got a full year's salary. So you need to really prove that point
Okay.
when you talk in that area. But it was great what you were doing. Barbara, stop reading. When you're reading the long stuff where you're talking to yourself, where you're saying, oh, Caroline's gonna, that's all right. Caroline's got to take care of the class, the house, and you're really talking to yourself and to him, but you're just going on and on until he completely shuts you up. So you need not to be looking down at your lines. I don't even care if you improvise those lines. Oh, she'll pay off, but I probably have to paint the house. I'll mow the grass. I'd rather you do that than look down at your lines. Towards the end of it, it's almost as if you're hallucinating, Barbara. This is terrible. You haven't sold a house in a year, and it's not from lack of trying. You've been you go to all the meetings, she is a perfectionist. At the beginning of this movie, you guys, it shows two gay guys walking by their fence with their little doggy and asking her about her roses. And you in your roses use coffee grinds and eggshells, and banana peels, which I occasionally use in mine. And you're so, you've got your little gloves on, and you've got your little shears. Everything you do right, Barbara. And you've got this husband that's just gone off, as far as you're concerned. As far as he's concerned, you've lost that love and feeling. Do you know what I mean? And so you're kind of starting to hallucinate on him. I hate to see the word hallucinate, but when you're talking to yourself, you're really going out of your mind a little bit. No, I don't want to see you going out of your mind. I want to hear you. Oh, I'll do this and I'll do that.
Yeah.
And okay.
I'll just take care of everything. I'll just pay the mortgage.
Yeah, but you're getting yourself more and more upset
Mm-hmm.
because you're freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
He's really not planning on going back to work. You can see that right now. And Jennifer, I think towards the end of it, you hate both your mother and your father. You're so tired of this. Even when you come in, it's not as casual as you're making it. It's like you come in stepping on eggshells, because every night there seems to be a horrible argument. Every night your mother plays Lawrence Welk music. I mean, come on, what does that tell you? She's trying to be, keep it calm, keep it quiet. He's going crazy. Your dad's going nuts. Everything's changing. Your hormones are changing. Your mother's hormones are changing. Your father's testosterone's changing. It's a nightmare house. All right. So I want to see that from you guys. And really, it's shown through your eyes, Jennifer. All right. Next person's up. Danny and Antonia, I guess.
Yep. Oh,
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Improvise first.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
no, I'm not. It's not that I'm hard on myself. I just got this job kind of by accident in a way, and boy, I was just
How
doing sports
so?
at this. Well, I was doing sports at the station, and I guess I was popular because the newspaper ran an article that I was leaving. So they got all this protest mail. So what do? They make me anchor.
That's amazing.
Yeah, except I suck at it for the most part.
I doubt that's true.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you're you're mistaking me for someone who has a lack of confidence. I don't have a lack of confidence. It's not that. I know I can talk all right. I got the look and I can communicate with people. It's just when I'm talking about the news, I don't really understand all of it. So, what do you,
I just don't get how that's possible. If you have no experience, did you go to school even?
well, I went to college for, almost a year, almost.
So you have no experience, no schooling, you got your job by accident, and you want me to feel sorry for you right now?
And I'm making a huge salary too. No, I don't really want you to feel sorry for me. I'm just, I'm just saying it's it's not as easy as you might think being the anchor doing what I'm doing.
I think I was not the right person to come to for advice or whatever it is that you wanted, because you literally personify everything that I hate in this industry. And it's your life. Like, get up and stop whining about it.
Now I'm starting to feel a little insulted here. So I'm gonna leave. Okay.
I mean, you don't have to do that.
No, I didn't really care for the way you just talked to me. And even though you're right, you are right, but I don't care for the way you talk to me. So this is no fun. I'm going to leave.
Interesting. What is this?
This is broadcast news.
Oh God, I love that movie so much. Love it.
Yeah, I saw it a long, long time ago. Yeah, it was a
Oh,
good
I've
movie.
never seen it.
You guys,
See it.
these movies I give you, you should really watch. They're classics.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Great, great 80s, 90s films. And you could probably pull them all up on Amazon or Netflix. So it was interesting. Let's see what happens when you do the scene.
Even I'm not that hard on myself.
no. I really got this job on a fluke, and wait till you hear where it ends up. I was doing sports at the station, and the newspaper ran this untrue story that I was leaving, and they got all these tons of protest mail. So they made me anchor.
That's amazing, right?
Except I'm no good at what I'm being a success at.
Well, how are you at backgrounds? Anyways, it's sort of normal the way you feel. In graduate school, everyone thought that the only mistake the admissions committee made was letting them in.
Listen to me. You keep thinking I'm somebody who lacks confidence. It's not that. I know I can talk well enough, and I'm not bad at making contact with people, but I don't like the feeling that I'm pretending to be a reporter. And half the time, I don't even get the news I'm reporting. It's not that I'm down on myself. Trust me, I stink.
I trust you.
I didn't have the chance to get good at sports. I wasn't bad. I thought I was starting to do some interesting features, but hockey's big at the station, and that's kind of
What about the obvious remedy? Reversing things. Maybe getting a job in a newspaper.
I don't write. But that didn't stop me from sending out my reel to the bigger stations and the networks.
Well, come on, it's your life. Nobody is tying you to the fast track. Did you go to college?
1 year. Almost 1 year.
So you're not well educated and you have almost no experience and you can't write.
And I'm making a great big fortune.
Well, it's hard for me to advise you because you personify something that I think is truly dangerous.
Uh-huh.
I agree with you. You're not qualified. So get qualified. You can insist on being better prepared. You don't have to leave it at, I don't write. I'm not schooled. I don't understand the news I'm reading. But at least I feel sorry about it, folks.
Well, this is a mistake.
What do you want from me anyway? Permission to be fake? Stop whining and do something about it. I mean, you don't have to start now.
I hated the way you talked to me just now. It wasn't just because you were right.
Good. Interesting. So, obviously Antonia's drinking wine. Danny, what are you drinking?
Vodka tonic.
Do you
So
have
the
wine?
setting is supposed to be that we're at, I guess, like a work thing, and then we went back to my office, and that's why we have the drinks as our props.
Yeah, I think you should have, because your glass looks like a water glass, Danny. Do you have a
Yeah.
wine glass or anything?
I don't know if I do.
Aren't you at your girlfriend's house?
Yeah.
You guys don't
I
drink
could ask
wine?
her. She probably does somewhere. I just forgot
what
about it, to be honest.
Well, Danny, what about like a little short shot glass?
I could go
Or like
look.
a beer or something, maybe.
Yeah, maybe I should be drinking a beer. That would make
Well, not a real beer.
no.
Um,
I could put iced tea in this. Here we go. I have some iced tea right here.
so Danny, I need to
Oops.
know, why are you meeting with her?
Well, I think we were going to go up to the room and get naked. I guess is that kind of was the direction it was going. But then we started talking.
Yeah,
and
I
we
think it's
decided-
like, so the way the scene's described is that like I'm attracted to him and I was like kind of trying to be flirty when I was like, oh, how are you at back rubs? And then the directions are to like turn around and then she gets like embarrassed and grabs like a chocolate from like I guess they're like a hotel, like from a news conference, but he's too like caught up in himself and is just like telling me all of his life problems. And then
I didn't understand that beginning. How do you like backgrounds?
what?
I'm confused. What was the word you just said? You say, how do you like backgrounds?
back rubs.
Ah, I didn't understand that.
Oh
Anton.
yeah, back rubs. Yeah, that's what it says.
Take your time with that. I think it would be really cute if you open your pink coat, you know, as you say, how do you like back rubs? And then Danny, what do you say?
Nothing. I don't even react.
And then
I
what?
guess it's being.
And then I basically like, so like I wait like a hot second and then like I get a little embarrassed and so I grab like a candy or whatever and I start
I
eating.
saw that. I saw that. But then how did Danny get on himself? How did you, what made you start putting yourself down, Danny?
the script says
She,
Tom is trapped halfway between his feelings of inadequacy and his extreme narcissism.
yeah.
So that's a heavy duty thing. So Danny, maybe at that moment when she's coming on to you, maybe you take your drink, you know, and instead of taking a little sip, you take a large friggin' gulp.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now you're still being sexy and flirty with him, right, Antonia?
I think I start to get annoyed after he kind of like ignores my back rub thing.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah, I think you wait a bit because it doesn't help him get anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
He just starts like to complain about himself out of the clear blue to me. And I think for me, what's happening is he feels inadequate about making love to you. You know what I mean? He's suddenly very insecure about having this romantic relationship with this beautiful girl.
Well, I just did see her do a speech or a lecture at a
Yeah, I think it's
conference
also
or
that like
something.
my
It was really
character's
impressive.
super like um accomplished and like driven. That's why I was
Yeah. So here he is with this very accomplished, popular woman who's just completely said, let's do it. And Danny, to me, that's why, you start to you start to put yourself down because you're nervous. You're nervous about all this. It's like, you don't feel adequate for her, not only as a man, but as a newsman.
Yeah.
So you're backing out of this whole thing by using an excuse. And then the excuse when you start to say something and then you take another big drink and then it just starts pouring out of your mouth. I think that's what's happening to you. It's like doing a drum roll that won't stop, and it gets more and more dramatic. And yeah, you're feeling sorry for yourself. And that is when, Antonia, you start to get disgusted. And, you say, all right. So you say, this, get a freaking life. Go out and do something about it. Especially when he says, and I make buku bucks. I mean, I think you're trying to, it's like a man in a big Corvette, that's worried about his penis. I think right then and there's something going on that's making him uncomfortable about her and the situation. And even you don't know what it is, Danny.
Right.
I don't think you really complain. I think I like the fact that you started to boast about it in a way. And I don't know about this and I don't know about that, but look, they all complained about it, and then they made me head of the news station, and and I don't know what I'm doing. And at that point, Antonia, you're starting to close your jackets. You put the glass down. You don't even want to drink because he's a loser, which you don't turn out to be a loser, Danny, in this. But at this point, you can't handle the situation. And I think the excuse I would use is that when she says, how do you feel about a back rub? You took too big of a gulp of liquor. And then maybe you take another big gulp of liquor. I mean, and now you're a little out of control and a little woozy.
Okay.
But you got to build. I think the thing is, can you believe this? This is the truth. I was just doing the news. I wasn't that good. I quit. Can you believe it? People complained. They gave me head of this, and now I'm head of that. I'm making all this money. What? You know, how dare you say that to me?
Yeah.
See, and whether you know it or not, you hurt her feelings by not acknowledging the background. But I think there should be a big moment there. I think both of you need to take a moment. That's why I didn't understand what you said at the beginning, Anthony. How do you like the background? And that's Danny, I think, when you've got to grab that drink, gulp it down way too much.
And,
both-
and I don't really want the back rub. I'm kind of avoiding it by taking a big gulp, right?
No, I would think the opposite.
Like I make you too nervous.
Oh, so I'm
She's-
trying to calm my nerves. And
Yeah, I think you would love to have a back rub, but this is way out of your league in your brain. I mean, here's this
Okay.
accomplished woman. All the men were eyeing her. She's gorgeous, and she wants to make love to you, and you don't feel you're worthy.
right, so
Yeah,
Took
yeah,
some
yeah. You're
booze.
uncomfortable,
okay.
and
Yeah.
Antonia, you just watch the demise, and you just destroy him at the end. I mean, I don't think you like him at the end, which is not true. But I think in this particular moment, he's like an idiot. How could you get this idiot in your room?
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay. Let's bring up Noel. So I just got a Marco saying he would be here at 9.
Yeah, we got the email. He said he will be here around 9.
Well, what time is it now? So would you like somebody to read it with you?
No, it's fine.
You don't? You don't want
Mm,
somebody to read it with you right now?
I mean, if you want to, but
You're okay waiting then?
I mean, it's just that it's the scene. I mean, if I read it with someone, they won't know the scene, so I don't.
Well,
It's fine. I'll just wait.
yeah, but they don't have to know the scene. I'm watching you, not them. They're just gonna read for you. You don't want to do that, babe?
Yeah, we can do it. Personally, I don't mind if you want us to do it. I can do it with someone, definitely. I don't mind.
Well, I just think that it would be only fair, you know, I mean, I'm gonna be putting people in their rooms. Let me see, when does he come? Oh, God. Why does he do this every time? It's so irritating. What scene did I send you? Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, just give me a second here.
It's an education, the name of the scene.
An
An
education? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find it in here. Um, all right, let me go down here. Let me pull it up. Because I could read it with you, probably. And it doesn't open up. Hold on. Don't tell me. Oh, no, it doesn't come up because he sent it back to you. It's an education.
Want me to send it to you?
Yeah, can you? And I'll just read
Sure.
it with me.
Alors,
It's Toni Attell at Gmail.
Oh. Alors. Merde. Sorry. Okay. To try. Let me try. So I think I need to save it first. Mhm. Alors. Drive. C'est ça. Merde. Sorry, je sais pas. Because you send it to me, but I don't know how to send it to you. Putain, je sais pas où j'ai mis. Non, je sais pas. Ah merde. Ah, ça sert à rien.
You don't know how to send it?
No, but you send it to Marco and I. You send it.
I know, but I erased it.
Oh, but they don't let me forward it to you because I think because it's your email. I'm not really good with in like computers. I can try to text it to you. Alors.
Let me see, scene for next week. Let me see, here. Let's
Oh, you
see.
got it? Putain.
No, no, no.
Okay, let me try something. Alors, tac, tac, tac. Okay. I just texted you the scene.
Okay, let's see if I can.
Maybe you can send it to you through email. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, let's see. Let me see if I can read it. Ooh. All right, let me, I'm just gonna read it. You act the way you want with it, okay?
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna try and read it off my phone. I never want anybody to do that. Never want anybody to do that.
Can you read it?
Yeah, I can. Here we go.
Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Alan Green. Mr. and Mrs. Alan Green. Mr. and Mrs. Alan Green. Mr. and Mrs. Alan Green.
Well, just let me explain.
You married.
Legally, yeah, but you know,
When you were gonna tell me?
soon. It never happened like the right time. You seemed so happy and I was happy. Listen, what can I do, Minnie?
Oh, Jenny, I'm just too busy to find somewhere to live. You were living around the corner with your wife all this time. Where do you live?
Jenny, please.
What's your address?
I'm just around the corner,
Where?
Byron Avenue.
Byron Avenue? It's no wonder we kept on bumping into each other, is it? What number?
There's no point.
What number?
17.
Good grief. It's the truth then.
Please, you have to understand. I was with you just about all the spare time I had.
Spare time. Spare time? I can tell you how grateful I am.
Oh, don't be like this.
I have nothing. I didn't take my exam. I mean, I just left school. Where it's all gone now. I gave my life away because you promised me another one. And now I just haven't got either of them. I wanted the life you promised me, the one full of light and laugh and pictures and music.
Jenny, I can get a divorce. Everything will turn out the best. You'll see.
Go and tell them. Okay? Go and tell them. And then go and tell your wife. I want to see you. I want to stand there and watch.
They'll not listen now, all right? Let me come around tomorrow when everyone's feeling a bit more calm.
Please don't make me tell them. Please don't make me tell them on my own. You owe me that much. You owe them that much.
I owe them much more than that. I owe them everything. They gave me you. Just give me a couple of minutes.
2 minutes. And I'll come out and drag you in. See.
Do you know the background on this?
I just know.
You are an underage girl. You're still going to school. This man comes along. He's got to be 25 years older than you. Your family is freaked out, but he completely sweet talks him into letting you date him. I mean, he seriously, your dad falls in love with him, your mom falls in love with him. They trust him. He promises them he'll take care of you. He promises them he won't touch you. He promises them he's going to marry you. You leave school, you stop your exams because he's told your family that, you know, he's going to marry you in a couple of months and there's no reason for you to have to do anything. Everything is stopped. And your family is so together, they would never accept this man, except that he's such a sweet talking, abusive, really. He's married. He's got children your age. He just fell madly in love with you. You go out to the car, he's not there. He's gone. This whole girl, this poor 16-year-old girl, has completely had her life ruined by this man.
Oh, she's 16. Okay.
Oh, you're way underage.
Okay.
Way underage. He just started charming you from beginning day. And it's like, there's just no way you can go in and tell your parents. There's just no way you can even begin to do that. And he's such a chicken shit, he won't even do that. He brings your dad presents, he brings your mom presents, he brings you expensive presents. He's got money.
Okay.
So this is a very emotional scene for you. I mean, her whole life is ruined. You just found out. That's why you're saying, Mrs. Allen, Mr. and Mrs. Allen, you can't believe this. You can't believe that you're saying this to this guy. This is like, what is going on? Do you want to just improvise with me?
If you want, we can.
Yeah, let's go. So what's your problem? Why are you saying Mr. and Mrs. Allen Green all the time?
Because I just found out you cheated on me.
Oh, really? Who told you that?
I saw you.
Oh, you saw me when?
Oh, sorry, you started the intro. I thought you were asking me a question.
Yeah, you saw me when?
I saw you on Byron Avenue.
All right, so the bag's out of the cat, or the cat's out of the bag, I'm sorry. You're, yeah, I'm married.
Really?
Yep, got kids too.
So why did you just come here and tell me before you just make me fall in love with you?
I don't know, I couldn't help it, I wanted you. You're a delicious little morsel for me.
I left school for you. I mean, I had a bright future and you just came in my life to ruin it. That's why you came in my life, right?
Well, I love you.
I mean, who cares? You married.
Yeah, but I'll leave my wife for you.
You married. I mean, it says it all. I don't even know how you try to defend yourself right now.
I'm not, I'll leave my wife.
You have kids.
Yeah,
I mean, they older than me.
well, yeah, one is 15, about your age. One is 13. The other,
You know what I think? I think you have issues. I think you are crazy because I don't see something else. I mean, you said you love me all the time. I mean, I'm sure you have some kind of feelings for me. I won't call it love though, because if it was love, you would never do this to me. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I can't believe
oh, you're
it.
gonna have to tell your mother and father, because I'm not gonna tell them.
Hell no, I am not doing that. You tell them.
No, it's not good timing.
You tell them.
It's
I don't
too
think you
late.
understand the situation here. You don't have anything more to say.
No, you gotta believe me, I love you, but you know,
But you know what you're gonna do?
it's gonna take a little
Let
time.
me tell you. You're gonna go to see your wife and you're gonna tell her everything. The travel, the weekends, the concert, the lunches. I mean, you're gonna tell her everything. And then you're gonna see my parents and you're gonna tell them how you ruined their daughter's life, right? That's what you did. So you're just gonna do what a man should do in this situation, right?
Well, let me think about it.
Okay, I think you do. Yeah, I think you don't understand. If you don't go by tonight, then I will. And trust me, you don't want that.
What if I told you she was used to it?
Well, I guess I'll see that by myself, right?
Right. All right, just give me a couple of minutes, okay? I'll be back.
No. Where are you gonna go? You're gonna disappear, right?
I'm just gonna sit in the car and figure out how to do this.
When you get out of this room, you better go straight to them. Straight to them. And if you don't, then I'll come out and I will go straight to them.
Yeah, okay. Good, Noelle. That was really good. I think you got her. I mean, I have to see you with him do it. I wish if anything, I think you're even more panicked. I mean, he has, especially when you're talking about, you had a scholarship, by the way. You had a scholarship you turned down, finishing your school you turned down. I mean, he really screwed you up. You had a big scholarship set up for you. I've forgotten what, but make it that it's big. All right, I'm gonna put you all in your rooms now. Well, I'm gonna put you in until he comes, all right?
Okay.
What movie was that from? Your scene?
An education.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
All right, Nancy, and Stephen.
Yep.
You're gonna go into room 1. Barbara and Jennifer and Kenneth, you're gonna go into room 2. Room 3 will be Antonia and Danny. And room 4 will be Noel. Please go to your rooms. Oh, here comes Marco. Good. Marco, room 4. Marco. Marco,
Toni.
I'm putting you in room 4 with Noelle. I read with her. So let me see if I can get you in there. I'm not, here it is, hold on. Marco, assigned to room 4. Marco, before you go into that room, you should see accept that room. I'll come in and explain to you about your character a little bit, okay? So
Okay.
accept room 4.
Okay.
You see it should be coming up now. Do you see room 4 come up? Like shit. Oops. Oh, good. You just. How'd you get back in, Noel?
Because it said,
Did I just close all the rooms accidentally?
because it was saying like the break room will close in like 50 seconds, 49, da, da, da.
God. All right, I gotta do this all over again, you guys, because all right, room 1. I don't know what has happened.
Did you kick a few of us out? Oh, never mind. We're all here. Never mind.
Everybody's kicked out, so I gotta do this all over again. And I don't.
Oh, here comes Marco.
Hi, Marco.
Hi.
You look very handsome.
Thank you. I think I look tired.
Hmm.
Okay, here we go again. First room will be Nancy and Stephen. Room 2 will be Barbara, Jennifer, and Kenneth. Room 3 will be Danny and Antonia. And room 4 will be Marco and Noel. Please join your room. I'm going to give you 15 minutes, okay?
I didn't,
Yeah? What's wrong, Stephen?
can you read? I didn't
You're,
get a,
you're in room 1, babe.
yeah. Can you resend the invite if possible?
I don't know how to do that.
Ah,
Uh,
sorry.
no, but you should be getting it.
I don't have the little pop-up.
Shows you going in there. Please,
Uh,
it's all over.
oh, I'm sorry, Tony.
It's okay. It's just that I'm having problems because Marco is getting here so freaking late. All right, I'm gonna put you in room 5. Let's see if I can put you in room. It's not letting me add you, Stephen. It shows you already in room 1. Hold on, let me see if I can. I'm gonna put you in room 5. And I'll put you in room 5. Okay. Get it now? You didn't get it, did you? Good. Oh. Wishing you the very best, honey. You're back.
Back.
All right.
Did you guys get to work, Noel? Did it?
Yes.
Oh, Marcos? Okay, good. Where's everyone else? Come on. Where's Barbara, Nancy, Stephen?
I met one of your students, Tony,
Who?
Gia.
Oh my goodness. Was she on the set?
No, I met her in an event.
Yeah.
Actors of Samir Bhavnani, this guy who does the Dharman movies. So like he held a party because he reached a milestone in number of subscribers in YouTube. And then she was there. And then when I mentioned you, she said, "Oh, she's my teacher." And she said, "Oh, she's such a big deal." And then she was dropping all these actors that you worked with. She was your student in UCLA, right?
How sweet of her. All of it means this. Here's the bull and here's the ship. It's all, doesn't matter. It's all in the past. In LA, it's only what you've done today. But that's sweet. And thank you. And thank Gia when you see her again. She's a beautiful girl. Very sweet. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you before we do this about the week and a half. I kind of would like for you guys, I'll give you partners and for you to find your own scene. How do you feel about that?
I think that
Yeah.
could, yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Give us some
So
places to look.
yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. There's so many places, Danny.
Yeah. Sure there are.
Hold on. I have to look at notes before I can. Places to look are.
Where?
And Tony, I like your blazer, by the way. It's cute.
Oh, thanks.
One little shirt.
It's like my Legally Blonde blazer.
Oh, yeah.
Your what?
Like
Antonia? Doesn't it look good on her?
Yeah, it's so cute.
That comes with a little puppy.
Yeah,
That's right.
she's always right here. Chloe's literally getting like so much acting experience.
Oh my God, that's Legally Blonde.
Doesn't she look like it's not a Legally Blonde?
Yeah, that's exactly this thing.
No, that was like literally me like a few years ago because I actually went to law school for a little
Yeah.
bit.
Really?
Yeah, but
Well, that's
I
what
would rather play Legally Blonde than like be Legally Blonde.
Guess it's too late.
Okay, I pulled out all the wrong books here that have all the wrong information here. Let me see.
I think Beverly Hills Playhouse, is that one of them?
That's one of them.
Who? What?
Ivana Chubbuck is another one. I've got a bunch of them here. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I've got
You
so
wanna-
many notebooks filled
You
with so,
want to email us that, Tony? Do
huh?
you want to just email it to us later?
Oh. Yeah. But you're okay with that, right? All right, so, why don't I let you choose who you haven't worked with so far? Who hasn't worked with who so far?
I haven't worked with Antonia or Marco yet.
Okay, so Jennifer and Marco. Antonia, have you worked with Barbara yet?
Yes.
You
Have
just
you
did the
worked
last
with
I
one.
Nancy?
worked with Barbara and Danny.
Okay, Antonia and Nancy.
No, no, I don't think we've worked together.
I know, that's what I just said, Antonia and Nancy. Barbara and Noel.
Yeah, we've worked together.
Who hasn't worked with Noel yet? Stephen, have you worked with Noel
Yep.
recently?
Yeah. I think couple 2-3 weeks ago, something like that.
All right, so Kenneth and Noel, have you worked?
Yeah, the beginning of this term.
Danny,
Um, have I worked with you, Kenneth? I think I have.
Yeah, you are
I
after.
think I worked with
Noel.
Right.
everybody. Stephen, but you're already with somebody,
Danny
right?
and Noel. Danny and Noel.
Okay.
Is that okay with you, Noel?
Yeah, it's just funny how like, I don't know. Yeah.
Kenneth? And Stephen? Have I hit everybody? I've got Jennifer, Marco, Antonia, Nancy, Danny and Noel, Kenneth and Stephen. Who have I missed? Barbara.
Mhm.
Who would like, why don't I, Nancy, do you feel like doing a scene, 2 scenes?
Yeah, or do you think there's like, we did the 9 to 5, there were 3 of us, and that should we look for a scene with 3 or
Oh, that would be funny. Antonia, Nancy and Barbara.
Yay.
Yeah, that would be good. So Jennifer and Marco, Antonia, Nancy and Barbara, Danny and Noel, Kenneth and Stephen. All right?
Yep.
Now,
Tony,
yeah,
just to let you know, I work at 7, so maybe I should do my scene first.
yeah, that's okay, Noel. All
Oh,
right.
maybe I can join with a Zoom on my phone, because usually work is slow around 7.
No,
So,
it's
yeah.
okay. No, let's
Okay.
have you and Marco do it first.
Okay.
Here we go.
Mr. and Mrs. Alan Green. Mr. and Mrs. Alan Green.
Wait, I'll just try to hide others first. Speaker view.
You married.
Okay, again, sorry.
What?
Can we start again? I was waiting for everyone to vanish. So okay.
To turn off the camera?
Yeah.
I didn't see.
They have. And say it to camera. If you want to look around, Noel, look up and around, but do camera.
Okay.
And action.
Mr. and Mrs. Alan Green. Mr. Mrs. Alan Green. Mr. and Mrs. Alan Green.
Just let me explain.
You married.
Legally, yes, but
When were you gonna tell me?
it never seemed to be the right time. You were so happy, and I was happy. What can I do, Minnie? What can I do? How can I?
Oh, Jeannie, you know, I'm just too busy to find somewhere to live. When you were living around the corner with your wife, all this time. Where do you live?
Jenny,
What's the address?
it's around the corner. In
Where?
Byron Avenue.
Byron Avenue. It's no wonder why we kept into bumping into each other, is it? What's the number?
There's no point.
What's the number?
17.
So it's the truth.
Please, you have to understand. I was with you just about all the spare time I had.
Spare time. Spare time. I can't tell you how grateful I am.
Don't be like this.
I have nothing. I didn't finish my exam. I left school. Where it's all gone out. I mean, I have nothing left. You promised me a good life, a different one. I mean, that's all I wanted. You know, a life with laugh and joy and music and pictures and
Jenny, I can get a divorce. Everything will turn out for the best. You'll see.
you go and tell them. Go and tell them. And then you go and you tell your wife, okay, I want to see you. I want to be there, standing and watch.
They'll not listen now. All right? Let me come around tomorrow when everyone's feeling a bit more calm.
Please don't make me tell them. Okay, please don't make me tell them on my own. You owe me that much. You owe them that much.
I owe them much more than that. I owe them everything. They gave me you. Just give me a couple of minutes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes and I'll come out and drag you in. Scene.
God, that was really good. Noelle, you were I know you have to go, so I won't keep
Oh, no,
you.
no, no, you're good, you're good. I have
But
15 minutes.
You were riveting. You really took my notes. You were riveting on it. It was just beautiful work. Really
you.
nicely done. And Marco, I thought you I wasn't sure what you felt. I felt tenderness from you. Not sure. What do you else do? Because I didn't get to work with you. What else do you feel was going on?
Well, I was like, I felt I was caught. I had no excuses. I had nothing to say. I couldn't explain. There was nothing, there was no way to explain it. Having said that, I didn't want to lose her, so I was desperate to hold on to her because I sincerely love her.
Do you think that you are going to go back and tell your wife?
No.
Yeah. I got that. So you played that really good. You know, I really enjoyed that moment where I got that you weren't going to say anything. Wow, really? Everybody come back. Any give me your reactions. I thought it was just beautifully done. Any other reactions?
Yeah, I thought it was really good, and I have to applaud you both because you both were just really good. And Noelle, you just like captivated me. You did a really good job.
Yeah, you
I
really
agree.
did.
I agree.
And
Totally.
Marco did too. Marco actually gave the scene to her.
Mhm.
Which was-
I liked the way you played it, Marco. I've seen this scene before and also heard a lot of your direction, Tony, before with this guy who seemed like a complete horrible human being. But you, Marco, you gave him some other dimension.
Yeah,
I
he gave
saw
him
some-
humility. He gave him humility.
A little bit.
A little bit, and he gave him sorrow.
Mhm.
And Marco, the reason I say you gave this scene to her is that you looked down a little bit. And by looking down, everybody's gaze went to Noelle. But in reality, it was really beautifully done. I don't want you touching your face, Marco. Hands away from the face.
I have a pimple here, so I can't.
Oh, I know. So it's hurting you, huh? You're pointing out your pimple, eh? Okay, so, but beautiful work, really, really, both of you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to put on chat real quick for you guys so I don't have to email you. I'm going to put the names of where you can go get this stuff. I mean, you can really go anywhere, but these are a couple of places that you can go. Where the fuck is it? I mean, either I'm not putting it in anymore. It's a www.scriptorama hyphen o hyphen Rama. And it's www.sanity.net.monos. And this is a website for movies. There's so much more. All you need to do if you want is you can put up the name of a movie and it'll come up. Or a TV show. Like movies, you can put up WW movie scenes. www.television or TV shows. Hey, you guys got them?
Yeah.
At least those are the ones that I used. Yeah, you can go to the Beverly Hills Playhouse too. Am I spelling? How do you spell Beverly Hills
Beverly.
Playhouse.com? Beverely?
No, Beverly.
Beverly Hillsplayhouse.com. Okay, there you got it. Those are the ones that I use. Got them all? Yes, everybody?
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
thank you.
Okay, then I don't have to email you this stuff. All right, so just note that our next class will be on the 16th. Okay, that will be class 5, and the 23rd will be class 6. All right, so we're all set. All right, so the next one up is going to be Noel, thank you for sticking in there. You did a great job.
Sure. Sure. I was gonna say, okay, because I might try to get in on Zoom, so maybe you'll see me.
All right, sweetheart, and you know that the next class will be the 16th and the 23rd. Those will be those
Yes.
classes. All right, sweeties. All right, so Barbara, come on in, and you're going to be working with the beautiful Jennifer. And again, Jennifer, you're being a good sport about doing this tonight.
Honestly,
but-
it's really fine with me.
Well, but it's really cool that it is fine with you. I mean, you're a really great student and a very generous person, but believe me, I cannot tell you how many times you will be the third or fourth person in the scene with very few lines, and you laugh all the way to the bank. And if a casting director ever asks you, can you come in and do 1 or 2 lines, always say yes. Because sometimes those 1 or 2 lines can turn into a full movie. All right, so whenever you're ready.
You're right. Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, that's quite all right, dear. Your father and I were just discussing his day at work. Why don't you tell your daughter all about it, honey?
Jenny, today I quit my job and then I told my boss to fuck himself. And then I blackmailed him for almost $60,000. Passing asparagus.
Your father seems to think his behavior is something to be proud of.
And your mother seemed to prefer I go through life like a fucking prisoner while she keeps my dick in the fucking mason jar under the sink.
How dare you speak that way about me in front of her? And I marvel that you feel like you can be so contemptuous of me when you just quit your job. You just lost your job.
Lose it? I didn't lose it. It's not like, whoops, where did my job go? I quit. Someone passed me the asparagus.
Oh, and I want to thank you for putting me under the added pressure of being the sole breadwinner.
I already have a job.
No, just don't give a second thought to who's going to pay the mortgage. Or, I mean, Carolyn will do it. Carolyn will just pay for everything. I mean, I can just let her take the responsibility and just, she doesn't mind. No, she doesn't mind at all. I can just quit my job and
But
she'll do
someone
everything.
passed me the fucking asparagus.
Okay,
Please,
I'm not going to be a part of this anymore.
sit down. I'm sick and tired of it being treated like I don't exist. You two do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it. I don't complain. All
What?
I
You
is-
don't
Here's-
complain. What? I must be absolutely losing my mind then. I mean, I must be hallucinating. Just put me in a padded cell because I am crazy if you don't complain. That must be it. I think that must be it. I must be just losing my mind.
Don't interrupt me. Honey, Oh, and another thing. From now on, we're gonna alternate the dinner music because, frankly, I don't think I belong here. I'm really tired of this Lawrence Welk shit.
Oh, that's so good, you guys. Oh my God, I loved it. I just loved it. Oh, Jennifer, you were great. Barbara, you took all my notes. Fabulous. And Kenneth, wow. Wazoo, that one moment of silent with all you guys frozen there. Everybody come back. Ooh, that was
That was
really,
great. I really enjoyed that.
wasn't
all of
that
you. Yeah,
amazing?
well, and your direction and Barbara drinking and then and Kenneth, you know, it was just carrying on like passy asparagus. I was just yeah. Good
I liked
job.
watching Jennifer and listening to you guys
Oh,
and watching the reaction. It was really cool. And I'd look over at you
Yeah.
guys. And,
Isn't it
where'd
amazing?
that food go, Kenneth?
Yeah, it's eating it.
Yeah.
That was
I love that you took the time to tell the story. You didn't rush into it. You really told the story with with all your props and your actions, and that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was just you guys superb. And I thank you so much. Wow. All right, Nancy. And
What's up,
say
guys?
bye.
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 Wait. Oh,
What's the matter? Don't want your rub now? What, are you sore about a little slap?
no,
Well, what then?
you meant that, didn't you? You really meant that.
Why, no.
Oh, yes, you did. I can tell. I know your touch. I know a slap from a slug.
Well, okay.
Oh, I'm not so sure it is. I'm not so sure I care to expose myself to typical instinctive masculine brutality.
Oh, come on now.
And it felt not only that you meant it, but that you had a right to it. I can tell.
What do you got back there? Radar equipment?
You're really sore at me, aren't you?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
There, that proves it.
All right. I am sore. What about it?
Well, why are you?
You know why.
You mean Kip? Just because he's having a little fun?
Not because you were having a little fun. You were having the wrong kind of fun. Down in that courtroom, you were shaking the law around by its tail, and I didn't like it. I'm ashamed of you, Amanda.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, that's so. We've had our differences, and I've always seen your point of view, but you got me stumped, baby.
You haven't tried to see my point of view. You haven't even any respect for my.
There we go. Here we go again. The old guaranteed heart melter. A few female tears, stronger than acid, but this time it won't work. You can cry from now all the way until that jury comes in, and it won't make you right. And you won't win that Sunny case.
Please try to understand.
Nothing doing. Don't you want your rub down? Do you want a drink? Do you want any? What, honey?
Let's all be manly.
See,
That was very funny. That was really good, you guys. I gotta laugh. That was great. That really, really well done. How'd you all feel about it? Everybody come on back. Wasn't that, oh, there she
I
is.
think it was really funny.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it?
It was really funny. I mean, the scene was funny. And I think Nancy was really funny. I mean, I think it's one of the best scenes I've seen you playing.
Oh,
Do.
really? Well, thank you, Noel.
yeah, you crushed that, Nancy.
Your
That was
face
fun to,
You
that
did
was
a
fun to
really
watch
good
you
job.
do that.
It was
you
really
did
funny.
too, Stephen. Both of
Stephen,
you really played the comedy part really well. You're very committed to the seriousness of it.
Yep.
You know,
yes, my Jersey boy, I was commenting that his shirt reminded me of Stanley Kowalski from Streetcar Named Desire.
yeah, you could. You could do that, I'm sure.
Did,
Just-
did I get her a little angrier because you had suggested doing it?
Yeah, no, you did. You did. And, you know, even though the crying was Lucille Ball-like,
Sorry.
wait a minute, hold on. No, no, no. It was funny because in reality, she is faking it. I mean, it was supposed to be Lucille Ball-like. You know, she's faking it until he finally kind of, do you want to, and she just whacks someone.
Yeah, she reels him in, right?
Yeah, no, that was hysterical to me, you know. So I loved it. You guys are getting so much better, everybody. It's like, woof, 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 woof. Okay, let's bring in Antonia.
Great job, Nancy.
And Danny. Hold on. All right, and let's get rid of me. Okay. Wait a minute. You got to get the dog off you.
Sorry. She's like, don't bark, Chloe. Okay. Come on. Even I'm not that hard on myself.
No, I really got this job on a fluke. Wait till you hear where it ends up.
Wait a
I
minute.
was
What
just-
happened to the back rub?
Oh, that comes later.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's start again, please.
We're getting there.
Come on. Even I'm not that hard on myself.
No, I really got this job on a fluke. Wait till you hear where it ends up. I was doing sports at the station. The newspaper ran this untrue story that I was leaving, and I got all these tons of protest mail. So they made me anchor.
That's great. Right?
Except I'm no good at what I'm a success at.
How are you at back rubs? It's sort of normal, the way you feel. In graduate school, everyone thought the only mistake the admissions committee made was letting them in.
Listen to me. You keep thinking I'm someone who lacks confidence. That's not it. I can talk. I know I can talk well enough, and I'm not bad at making contact with people, but I don't like the feeling that I'm pretending to be a reporter. I don't even really understand most of the news I report. It's not that I'm down on myself. Trust me. I stink.
Trust you.
I didn't even get a chance to get good at sports. I wasn't bad. I thought I was starting to do interesting features, but the station's big on hockey and that kind of, I don't really
What about the obvious remedy? Reversing things. Maybe getting a job at a newspaper.
I don't write. But that didn't stop me from sending my audition tapes to bigger stations and the networks.
Well, come on. It is your life. Nobody is tying you to the fast track. Did you go to college?
1 year. No, almost 1 year.
So you're not well educated. You have almost no experience and you can't write.
And I'm making a fortune.
It's hard for me to advise you since you personify something I truly think is dangerous.
Uh-huh.
I agree with you. You're not qualified. So get qualified. You can insist on being better prepared. You don't have to leave it at, I don't write. I'm not schooled. I don't understand the news I'm reading. But at least I'm upset about it, folks.
Whoa. This was a mistake.
What do you want from me anyway? Permission to be fake? Stop whining and do something about it. Well, you don't have to start now.
I hated the way you talked to me just now. And it wasn't just because you were right.
And scene.
And Tony, for some reason, I had a hard time understanding you.
Really?
couple
My
of times.
computer was like when we were in the breakout room. It's like, I don't know, it might be the computer. It's been kind of spazzing out on me lately.
No, it wasn't that. I couldn't understand you a couple of times, but I really liked the scene a lot. I really had to laugh, Danny, when you started to walk away because it was so perfect. And then I saw you were wearing shorts, and that just totally cracked me up. I'm sorry. I just come on back in, everybody. No, just a couple of times I couldn't understand. I just couldn't understand what you were saying, but you took my notes, Antonia. You know, you took them, you changed. I saw where you were turned off by him. I felt when you felt rejected by him. And then I felt like you were at the end that more disgust.
Yeah.
You know, and I really liked when you said, well, you don't have to start right now. You were still willing to have a good, stumpy in bed. But at that point, he was done. And Danny, it didn't sound whiny this time. It sounded more like you were just saying it matter of fact. And I think that's more like him. But she takes it as whiny.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you guys feel about that? I'm not sure I'm right with that or not. Do you think he should have?
Whiny in rehearsal, and then I don't know. It just it's kind of a weird scene. It can kind of go a lot.
Yeah,
of
I had
directions.
like a hard time like figuring out what like their attitudes were in the
Well,
scene. Like
really, you brought him up because he is a powerful newscaster.
But I thought I was supposed to be the powerful one. And that's like what it says. That I like gave a speech.
But you are. But you were doing it in front of other news media people.
Mm.
So because he's had now anchor, you assume that he's really this bright, smart, sexy guy. He looks good. He dresses great. He's got a powerful position. you know, he's someone that could match you. But then he gets up there, and what he does is he completely undermines himself for two reasons. One, he's terrified of you because you're a successful woman, and a lot of men are very terrified of very strong, successful women. And two, he knows he doesn't know what he's doing. It's like an actor going on a set. When I first came to Hollywood, I was brought up to be on all these famous shows. I mean, just bam, 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 the most amazing shows in the world. And I was terrified. Even though I had, repertory experience, street experience, I still didn't feel like I knew what I was doing because it was all stage. I didn't have television and movie experience. Do you understand? It was a whole different ballpark. I didn't know where to act, how to act, what level to act at, how high, how low, do you know what I'm saying? It took me years to discover that. And that's what's happening to this guy. He just suddenly hit luck. He's on the top. He doesn't know how to write. He's never studied. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. And he's feeling very insecure in this woman's room who's ready to make love to him. And he took a big drink. So on top of it, he's wilting. In every area of his body, he's wilting.
Poor Danny.
Poor Danny. It's not an easy role to play, but it's a wonderful role to play.
Tony, who played it in the movie? I'm trying to remember.
William Hurt.
Oh, William Hurt. Okay.
Didn't he get an Academy Award for that too?
He was brilliant.
Yeah.
I gotta watch this movie now. I'd never heard of it.
Was it Holly Hunter?
Holly Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name's sister, the red-haired woman who I love so much. Her
Oh,
brother is
Shirley MacLaine?
huh?
Shirley MacLaine?
yeah, that's what I see. Not Shirley
No, she's
Julianne Moore?
huh? No,
Yes,
she's much
yes.
younger. Her brother is okay, I'm blanked on both their names now. You can look it up on whatever.
What's the title of the
Yeah.
movie?
Huh?
What's the title of that movie?
Broadcast news.
Broadcast news.
Broadcast news.
I think Holly Hunter won an Oscar too.
Yeah.
Albert Brooks is in it.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God, he's hysterical.
Was it Melanie
Oh.
Griffith?
Huh?
Melanie Griffith? No.
No.
That was Working Girl.
You guys, you should take a look at broadcast news. You should take a look at American Beauty. These are movies that you really need to see. You need Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn in what was your scene called?
Rib.
Adam's Rib. These are like amazing, wonderful scenes. The Education. That's a newer one, and that's amazing.
That was a great movie.
Intense.
That was a good movie.
Carrie Mulligan? Carrie something of it.
Carrie
Mulligan?
Mulligan. Yeah, Carrie Mulligan. It was a really good movie.
Yeah.
And I remember American Beauty with Kevin Spacey and Annette Bening. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite movies, and I
I
used
hated
to
it.
do a round table read with all my actors, and I would bring in directors to direct them. I did that for years and years and years. It was so much fun at UCLA, so much fun. And then I had a girl from Pakistan, and she said, "Oh, it's against my religion to be touched." And I said, "I'm sorry, why are you in an acting class? What do you want me to do? I mean, oh, no, he cannot touch me." And I thought, well, what am I, so I had her totally separately walk in by herself. But I mean, I just wonder what are you guys doing in acting? You know, it just didn't make sense to me. All right, here's my face without my bangs. I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. See, it's just a little itty bitty face, a teensy weensy little face in the faces of life. So, these are movies that you all should be watching as your homework in the next week while I'm gone. You should be watching these because these are all Academy Award movies that I'm giving you. These are
Can you
all
send Can you
Well,
send us a list, like couple movies by emails so we can watch them?
I'm going to share screen right now because I don't want to send an email out tonight, as you can see. Oh, forget share screen. What I'll do is I'll do it in chat. Excuse me. Let me close this down real quick. You asked me, I'm going to give you some movies, okay, right now, because I think you should be watching these. All right, I'm not doing all the,
Oh, Lord, radio, sure. God. Hero Tools, Blue Eyes.
unbelievable. I'll tell you the story about it. Adam's rib. What did we just do? Broadcast news. You must see American Beauty.
When
That
I
was
was a
like,
psych major in college, I wrote like a psych paper about American Beauty.
did you really?
For I think it was for my personality class. But we got like a thing that was basically like pick a movie to analyze them.
What'd you think of it?
The guy in it like made me really depressed. The father.
I hated them.
I didn't really like it. Like it was like a little just like it was a good movie to watch, like intense, but like it was just like it gives like an eerie feeling, you know.
I don't think that's how I spell Chivago.
No, it's with a Z.
Z.
A C?
Z.
No, Z, like
Later.
zebra. Like zebra. Z.
Start with these right now.
Oh, Sophie's Choice. Oh, that's such a hard movie. Oh my God.
I just watched that one.
Oh my God. Oh God, they were brilliant in that. All the actors. Oh my God.
Oh my God, yes, a river runs through it. Passage to India.
How about Out of Africa?
Oh, I
Oh,
love that movie.
Isaac Dennison was my idol.
Oh, really? Oh
Oh
God.
my God, I've got
Love
a
that
book of
movie.
hers out of Africa.
I've been to her house
Oh, you have?
in Nairobi.
Wow.
You're kidding. When were you there?
I think 2015.
What were you doing there?
I went on safari alone. I went to the Masai Mara, Amboseli,
Oh,
and
wow.
Mount
Wow.
Kilimanjaro.
I did too. I danced under Mount Kilimanjaro, Marco. I have a big eagle of me dancing. I danced. I have a statue from there. That's where I did my first street show. I did my street show at the base of Kilimanjaro, and the African Ballet came out and watched me. And it was my very first street show. Was right there. There was nothing. When I tell you when I was there, there was nothing, 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 nothing in Africa, nothing in any areas of it. India.
Why did you go?
Oh boy.
That's so cool. Wait, how did you end up doing that?
Yeah, I know. That's my question.
I ended up, I was with Chapman College 7 Seas. I was a student. I went, in India, I was voted to talk. I was at the 100th centennial of Mumbai, and I was in a lime green Beatles A-frame dress with a black bouffant hairdo with earrings that were targets that floated up, white tights and little black boots. And I stood next to Nehru, who was like, they had never seen America. We were the first American students to visit all these countries. They'd never seen American students. And I was selected to talk, about how we felt coming into India. And then in Africa, about 6 of us rented a little zebra bus. Do they still have those, Marco? The little zebra buses?
No, I didn't see any.
It was a little zebra bus, and you're not supposed to take pictures of the natives. And so we did, because they believe it takes their soul away. So they threw rocks through the windows. And the only 2 people was my girlfriend Lynn and I to drive with huge, there's no little bugs in Africa, you guys. Cockroaches are like this, flying and hitting us in the face. And in the back seat were all these little southern rich children who just didn't want to drive and get dirty. And we pulled into a small village in going to Nairobi, Kenya. We pulled into a small village, and they had never seen lipstick, a mirror. And when I got out, they locked me out of the bus because they were scared. So what I did is I did a mime of a chicken. And all the people clapped. And the chief came and he cleaned his teeth with the chair root. And then he clapped and walked out and bought a rooster back to mate with my chicken. And that was my first show.
Toni, you need
Then
to
I-
write a script. Barb and I will help you write a script, and you can incorporate that interesting type of
Yeah, you need like a movie about you.
No.
Oh, I've gone all over, you guys. I've done everything. I've with the circus. I stuck my head in lion's mouth. But Africa, I'm so impressed, Marco, that you were at Isaac Denison's. If you ever have a chance, she wrote a book called Tales of the Grass. Have you read that, Marco?
Nope.
Oh, she built there. First of all, she was such an amazing writer that Hemingway and Faulkner and all these famous writers came out to visit her because she was Danish. She was a Danish, what do you call it? Not a contessa, but a Danish
Baroness.
aristocrat.
Yeah.
And so they all came out to visit her because she was this wonderful writer. And she wrote this one tale that still haunts me about lions, because it was lion country there. And she built a small school for children to teach them English, for the natives to teach them English. And an older lion who was old and needed to eat came in and chased the children, and all the children ran to a schoolroom and they shut the door on one child. And he got there in time, and he was begging them to open the door, and they watched as the lion pulled him into the jungle live.
Oh,
And she went out later and shot the lion. And not because she wanted to shoot the lion, but she knew he was old and she was afraid he would attack more children, which is she was very much against shooting just to kill. And she just she was a woman that I just was so impressed. And her Tales of the Grass and some of her other tales out of Africa. That's another movie you should watch, Out of Africa,
Great movie. I love
with
that. movie.
Robert Redford and Meryl Streep. Oh my God, what a love story. What a love story. She married her cousin who gave her the clap.
Laugh, yeah.
And
Also great cinematography, great score.
unbelievable.
That was the first movie that I saw by myself. So I always remember that movie. I'd always felt like I had to go with somebody or a group, and I'm like, I want to see this movie. So I always
These are
remember.
movies you should see because not only is the acting phenomenal, the writing is phenomenal. And when an actor gets a well-written script, you guys, it's like heaven. It's like my Nesmith, who I can't stand her, excuse me, Sandra Bernhard, who cannot act her way out of a fucking bag at that time. Now she's got some charisma to her when she acts a little bit. But when they wrote that, when Scorsese and De Niro did the movie The Comic with Jerry Lewis, I was up for the part and I had to go on tour. So I never got to audition with De Niro and Lewis and them, but they took Sandra.
Mm.
With just her mouth and everything. It was so well written that she could just walk through the role, which she did. Because she didn't know what she was doing. But that's another great movie, the comic, where they kidnap the comic, which is Jerry Lewis, for money. I mean, it's really interesting, you guys. There's some wonderful movies that, I've given you a bunch. I'll give you a bunch more. But I think American Beauty would probably be at the top of my list for all of you younger people, because it's really a slice of American life.
God forbid.
Yeah.
Marco, what did her house look like the house in the movie?
Yes.
Wow. Really? Have they preserved it?
Yes.
Did you have a chance to go to the reserve that Stephanie Powers created with William Holden?
For
It's a park that William
Nope.
Holden and Stephanie Powers created.
there were two that I went to, the elephant one and the giraffe one. The Rothschild for giraffes, or is that it?
Wow.
Mm.
And that was just recently, right? You didn't kill anything, did you? Please tell me you didn't.
Nope.
Thank you, God. Phew. I remember having to go to the bathroom, and there was nothing. You guys, in Africa, there was nothing. Now it's built up, isn't it, Marco? There are
And now you
areas.
should go back. They have luxury tents, and they also have, you can ride an air balloon and then have champagne breakfast
And
in the
did the
wild.
animals get scared when the balloon floated over them?
Yeah, like we saw a herd of elephants, and from up there they looked like mice because they were like so small. And when the air balloon got close to them, they all ran like like so fast like mice. But these were elephants, so you can just imagine the power of that
They were
rumbling.
so scared. The gazelle, everything scared. But I was going to the bathroom and I heard this little rup, rup, rup. And I looked back and there was a giant giraffe. He was just eating right behind me. And I thought, wow. There's a picture of me with a Kodak camera, you guys, outside this little bus. And there's a lion lying in the road. And I'm fucking taking a picture of this lion lying in the road. Just like, oh, I'll just get out with my little Kodak camera and take a picture. And someone took a picture of me taking the picture going, are you fucking crazy? Yeah. You guys, if you go to Africa, you will truly
But
understand.
in
the
Africa,
beauty.
they have like regular houses, internet and restrooms and all, like, right?
Not when I was there, no. When I was there, there was nothing.
When what?
When
What
I
was
was
it?
in Africa, I showed the women their first lipstick. The men took my lipstick. The women painted their breast nipples, and the men painted their penis. And
Because
I
I
thought,
go there
I
every
thought, I don't want
year.
that lipstick back, you know? I'm
I
sorry.
oh,
No, in
because
Cape
I go there
Town,
every year, and it's developed. I mean, it depends where you go, but they have a lot of developed places.
well, Cape Town and Durban
Mhm.
and Johannesburg. But are you talking about West Africa?
No, yeah, I'm talking west, north, east.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's been years that it's been developed, like years, over 40 years after the colonialism.
so they've really built it up, huh?
Yeah, since 1960.
There's a TV show you guys can watch that's very interesting. I think it's on Netflix and it's called Indian Summer.
Hmm.
And it's all about how the British go to the base of the Himalayas in summertime and how they have this very specific club where they're not to allow Indians in. And how, you know, Gandhi is alive at the time. It really takes place in an amazing time in British and Indian history. And it's very fascinating. And the acting, mwah. I don't know if you ever saw a movie called Educating Rita, which
Oh, yeah,
you'd
time ago.
you'd
That
be
was a
good
great
at that role. She plays the lady who runs the inn.
Mhm.
I mean,
Deborah
it's just,
Winger, right? Deborah Winger.
no, no. This is no Americans are in this. It's all English, Marco.
Water.
Huh?
Waters, was that, what's her, Julie Waters? That wasn't Julie Waters, was it?
It is a Julie something.
Yeah, okay. I'll look it up.
But you guys can see that for free. And I would say start watching it. It's really brilliant. And the acting's like unbelievable. I just bought into BritBox. It's like $6.99 a month, but I gotta tell you guys, phenomenal movies. English from all the old English movies on. It's great. Are you at work? Noelle, are you at work? I can't hear you.
Is muted.
You're muted, Noelle.
I think she's talking to someone else.
Okay, well, but we better I don't want to interrupt her. All right, so you're all set. Do you want me to read again who you're working with?
No, you got it.
All right, and you've got where to get the scripts and stuff. I'll see you in a week.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful
Okay.
time, sweetie pie.
Yeah.
I will, Marco, you know there's no class Friday, right?
Yeah. So see you in 2 weeks. Sorry, in a week. Yeah.
In a week.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye, guys. Good
Bye.
night.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Good night.
Bye, guys.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Ken and Jen. Bye.